guys, so this is George from iamgeorgetown. He's my new internet friend. And basically about a year ago, I interviewed George on my blog. So this is kind of like a follow-up from that. Hopefully I'm not going to kill this interviewee like the last one.
I'd really like that.
So why did you start a YouTube channel?
Well, actually, I was bullied into it by my sister.
Okay.
I have a younger sister, and she used to watch a lot of Bertie Gilbert videos, basically. And so she said, hey, George, you could do that. You'd be good at that. And I said, obviously I wouldn't. And it turns out that she was completely wrong, and I was right. But I didn't notice that I was dreadful at it until after I'd made 350 videos.
You're all right. You're all right. Okay, so just for those people that maybe haven't seen your videos before, can you describe your videos? Like, what do you sort of?
I'm a musician, so I make lots of music stuff on YouTube, and as an excuse to do that, and as an apology for doing that, I make also funny vloggy nonsense videos.
Okay.
To sort of act as an antidote to the serious existential artistic angst of all my music.
Your videos have kind of come more serious over time. So do you think that's something people can now relate to more of the stuff that you say? Because maybe, I don't know, you talk about things I want to hear about. So feminism.
Not on purpose. I don't think it's a conscious decision to try and, tap into things that matter to other people. It's it's stuff that comes into my mind as mattering.
So have you maybe grown up a bit, do you think, over time?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's my rule is always just that I do what I feel like is a good idea at any given time.
Oh, okay.
And so I make stuff because I want to make it.
One of your videos, which is called How to Be Posh, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch that. It's brilliant, and it's kind of gone a little bit viral. And what was it, a year ago? It had 28,000 views, and it's now on 60,000. So talk to me about that. Where on earth did that come from?
Well, the thing about it, right, is that there's layers of viral, right?
Okay.
So I have a couple of friends who have made videos, and overnight they've had 1 million views.
Oh wow! Okay.
Right? Which is mad. This one really isn't like that. What it is I made a video that deliberately keyed into lots of sort of formulas and ways to...
So there is a formula?
Oh, well, I shouldn't say formula. It's not it's... What I mean is there's no sort of sure and fast way to guarantee, but there are always ways that you can make your content more likely to generate...
Tell me how to do that.
No,
I feel like I need to know.
Well... Obviously, the first thing is just to be honest and be sort of open and real and, be true to who you are and all this sort of stuff and all that kind of Christmas card nonsense. But because people, connect with that and then they come back for more. But when it comes to individual videos, you just have to make them as searchable as you can. One of your videos, your Batman video is a really good example where,
thanks.
which I was in, by the way. Because it's got the word Batman in the title, people who are searching for Batman might come across it.
Okay.
And similarly, my video, How to Be Posh, is just sort of quite a searchable thing. If I'm choosing a cover, normally I actually end up choosing something just because I like it.
Yeah.
But I'll think about, what tags I can use that might draw people in. So if I'm doing a cover, if I'm doing a song by an old songwriter that I like, but it's been covered more recently by someone better known, then I can put them in the tags or put their name in the title.
There's so much to think about.
Well,
People think it's easy. I think I maybe thought it was going to be easy, just making videos and putting them out there. And I know that there is, there's
well, it's funny because the things that you see, the people that you see the most of are the ones who have either through luck or judgment become very, very successful.
Yeah.
And they're the most visible ones kind of by definition. And so it's kind of hard to imagine that actually most people making videos on YouTube are working really, really hard and slogging away because they have some sort of agenda or because they, not in a bad way, but because they want to achieve something.
Yeah.
Be it kind of financial or professional or just in terms of making new friends or there are people sort of slogging away and making slow, steady progress. And that's a really cool thing. I think people get obsessed with the flash in the pan overnight success idea.
I know. It would be nice. It would be very nice.
We wouldn't maybe necessarily turn it down, but it's also really rewarding to just do something you love and work hard at it.
So you have 4,000 subscrirbers. How did you even get to that? Did you even imagine you get that far? That's amazing. I'm so impressed.
Well, I mean, you're doing pretty well. You're going to overtake me sometime.
I don't know.
It's really not that many. I mean, I've been doing it a long time.
Okay.
I've been making videos for 4 years now, and they trickle in.
What's the secret? There must be a secret. 4,000.
There's ways that you can increase your likelihood of appealing to people, but you can't.
I need to increase my likelihood.
No, I think you're very appealing already. You don't need to worry about it. But it's like that was a little bit flirty. I'm sorry, Naz. I didn't mean that was a little bit much. No, the thing is, you can make yourself appealing to people by being good at what you do and by caring about what you do. And I hope that I've always transparently cared about what I was doing in my videos and enjoyed doing them.
Do you have any advice for YouTubers that are just starting out?
Yeah, lots of things, but I think the main thing is to understand what you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
When you start a YouTube channel, whether you're just doing it to try and be famous, or whether you're doing it for creative purposes, or just to make new friends or whatever, you should really think carefully about why you're doing it, because then you can be comfortable that you're achieving your goals and you're not being distracted by things that you shouldn't. Like if people are sending you horrible comments, but you're really only doing it for yourself anyway, then you shouldn't worry about them. But to take you for example, Paz, I mean, what would you say your motivation doing YouTube is?
I don't know, really. I think I felt passionate about what I like, and I guess I just wanted kind of like other people to maybe hear that. I don't know, I wanted to recommend things, like I obviously have different passions, and I kind of wanted to just share those with other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think one of the main things...
And YouTube's such a good way to do that, because there's such a sort of community of people who are interested in creative things and who kind of who share things with each other, and
I feel like it's really supportive as well. There's I've literally not been on YouTube for that long, and I kind of feel like I've already got support from people that I've never met before.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of feel
fun.
like part of a group. And last question, your favourite game? Are you into gaming?
Do you know what? Actually, I was hoping you'd ask me about gaming, because I love Final Fantasy games.
Okay.
Particularly for the music, actually. And I went to a concert at the Albert Hall last year, Forbidden Worlds. It's something Worlds.
Okay.
But it was the music of Final Fantasy.
Oh, amazing.
Performed by an orchestra.
That's incredible.
The composer was there playing some stuff. And it was it was a real rock star moment for me. I was like, oh my God, he's actually here. It's so exciting. Because there's these huge, expansive scores that cover the sort of, 70 odd hours of gameplay. And huge, great, big, exciting, dramatic.
And I think sometimes people forget about that. They forget about what's kind of put into gaming. And
I have this sort of thing about video games as an art form, and people
definitely
treat them differently, but I think people are starting to realise that there's really serious artistic merit in a lot of video games.
Like the architecture in some of it. I blabbered on about this
storytelling
loads
as
before,
well,
but absolutely, I think that's incredible. Well, thank you so much for all of your advice. I think that's really great. I think there's a lot there that people can kind of glean from and get some advice from him. So so George told me to do this. So click on his face.
All over the face.
And it will take you to his channel, and you can check out some videos as well. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.
Bye.